Alright, welcome back to more Against the Storm. It has been a very long time since I was playing this game. I remember I quit in the middle. I was getting frustrated. I don't remember what by. Judging by this, though, it looks like my fuel supply is terrible. I'm just getting a mine going. It's not a very big mine either. I have a butcher that I'm about to salvage, so I must have one that I need to build. Yeah. It's definitely worth salvaging that for all that food and then rebuilding it. And we've got an artisan here that I was going to rebuild. I'm missing fabric, and I have very few fabric supplies. Apparently I forgot to turn on reeds. That'll help a little bit. But I did take a quick look around before I started recording, and this harvester has nothing to do, so it's not like I have a bunch of reeds around to grab. This event is just finishing up. That'll get me another 30 food. Stamping mill was going to be a rebuild. That might be a salvage now. I think I was going to rebuild that to have a flour source. But at some point I picked up a rain mill, which is a better flour source. And I have a furnace for copper bars. So the only thing this would do is pottery and coming up with clay. Oh, I have clay per minute coming in. I'm like, clay is very rare in the marsh, but not if I've got it coming in as a per minute thing. So that's why I was going to rebuild that, so that I can build pottery, get pickled goods going. Alright. Food wise, all I've got is the butcher at the moment, so I can't even make pickled goods. I could really use a field kitchen if the game would ever be generous enough to offer me that in the Queen's Hand thing here. Now I've got 8 unemployed people, 4 people unhoused. My woodcutters are full, and it looks like I need to get a hearth up. Short bricks for a hearth. And trade routes. Well, I'm trying to make bricks. I'm not going to be selling them. Resin. That's a pretty good rate for that resin. I'll take it. Alright, and what do we have here? Alright, this is unlikely to affect anybody anytime soon. Flooded roads, so I need to remember to trade immediately during the storm. Just need housing. And try to stay below hostility 4 or 5, but I'm already at 4. So I'll have to try to pay attention to that. Not get too many more people, although once I get my hearths going, that'll give me a little bit of breathing room. And I need to get a ton of building materials built. And since I'm having fuel supply problems, that probably means I need bajillions of bricks. So these people probably need to keep going on bricks. I will prefer stone over bricks. But it'll probably be a while before I can... Do I have a stone cutter going? I do somewhere. Where is it? Hitting tab will bring you to it, if you didn't know that. Alright. And someone asked in one of the videos if I would use the Alt key a little more to show you what I'm doing with my people. So there is the current plan as we're getting ready to unpause here. One person still up in the event. Otherwise, that's what we got going. And gonna stuff a bunch more people into the mine and salvage this butcher. Alright, I think we're off. And I would like to manage to get like 60 wood to build a Forsaken altar here, but I'm not sure I can get that kind of wood together. I don't have a lot of money, but she has some bricks and I could use them. I could probably use the fabric even more. Bricks at least I can make. +2 fabric would be nice, but there's no way I can afford that. I'm not going to be opening a glade this season. Get a little bit of fabric coming. Yeah, I'm sure I looked at this guy when I found him, but just in case, I'll take one more look here. Alright. Well, that's inconvenient. Planks and bricks. Planks and fabric. I don't have anybody making planks, and I don't have a lot of wood to spare. So I could probably use some planks as well here. Do that, get a few more planks in here. I can get the rain mill and the hearth built. That sounded like a glade being open. Why was I opening this glade? I probably felt food pressure. I am a little low on food. I've got some coming in from that event, alright. Found a storm geyser. Oh, that might be why I was going in here. If the foxes showed me the storm geyser there. Maybe that's why I was going in there. Because the storm geyser would be useful for the tinkerer, probably. Yeah, and actually if I hook up storm water to the tinkerer, I might prefer to make my building materials in there rather than in the rain mill, which means I don't need the rain mill because I can't produce flour. It decreases hostility. I've got the incense to spare. We're definitely doing that. Although that is a lot of food and crystal dew. A lot. Wow. It's only minus 10 hostility. Minus 10 hostility does not compare to that many useful resources, I don't think. Can't spare bricks, and that's not a good rate for the coal. I'd like to get a warehouse up here as well. Do I need the parts for anything else? Probably not. I could probably destroy that harvester if I need to. I am preferentially burning coal. I've got enough wood to get the altar up. I don't have enough bricks yet. See if I can get that up before the storm ends. Looks like I'm going to have some real hostility issues here. This is probably why I was getting frustrated. I don't have any happiness. And I don't have my food sources up to get any happiness. Alright, this is probably going to be a problem, and this is one of the big problems with when I quit in the middle. I should have prioritized getting a butcher up and getting some jerky made. Well, I don't see that there's much to be done about it, so let's just see what happens, I guess. That's not a good deal on any situation. And yeah, -5, so even favoring won't be enough. I've only got one woodcutter I can remove. Don't have enough fuel to be sacrificing. This is definitely going to be a problem. If I yank the last woodcutter and sacrifice, I can get it down briefly. But I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get away with not losing any people here. Alright, do you have any miracles for me? Only use bread. These are not great. 3-star mushrooms instead of 2-star berries. I can turn the mushrooms into flour. That gives me a flour source. Break time is shorter. Never been that impressed by that. If it was takes longer between breaks, that would be great. Gonna get rid of harpies since they're the unhappy ones. Never tried 3-star mushrooms. This will be a first. And see if the second one is any better. I would gain 5 ancient tablets and could get more. The other things are not that impressive. I don't use the altar that much. I'm not sure if I have to pick this now, or if this offer will still be here next storm. I'm going to take a chance and not pick it now, because I'm not sure I want to spare the bread for this. I want to see what my next order is. Like, if I get an order that wants ancient tablets. Although, it would help me. I could just sell the ancient tablets and get goods. And it's only costing me the bread because it's an upgrade. Fine, I'll take it. And losing those 2 villagers almost got me down to hostility 1. The artisan, I think, would make harpies happy, but I don't have the planks for it. I'm out of stuff to make fabric. Oh boy. Oops, I only have 14 tools. And I was a little too slow to... Forgot that they were going to be at 0 already. I don't think I can stop that harpy from leaving. I don't have enough fuel to be burning. I'm just going to have to let more of them leave. Well, there, enough of them have died that we're back down to hostility 1. Yay! What's closer? I think this one's slightly closer. Better stop copper for the moment because I'm very much in need of coal. And turn on the mushrooms here. 9 mushrooms per plot. Alright, let's try and get some jerky going. It's gonna use up more of my coal. What about skewers that wouldn't use fuel? Alright, we're not making jerky, we're making skewers. Unfortunately, that means the harpies will still not get anything that makes them happy, but I can't afford the fuel, so too bad. It's a pretty good rate on the clay. I would have to do it twice to get them to level 1, unfortunately. Not a terrible rate on the eggs. That won't be enough to get them to level 1, but it'll get very close. Gain jerky for pie. I can't currently... Oh wait, I can produce pie. I've got a furnace. That's got some potential. Now that I can turn the mushrooms into flour, eventually this might work. I'll take a stab at it. Why not? Come on, give me something that requires tablets. Of course not. Deliver incense I can do. Religion fulfilled I cannot. So it's going to have to be pie and biscuits. I'll have to buy the biscuits somewhere, but presumably I can fulfill the pie myself at some point. More people that are just going to die. But I need more people to gather wood. Just gonna take them all. Take the maximum number of people. Get this better positioned. I have no advanced camps. deal with Blightstorm again next year. I've got that 3-star mushrooms. This would get me a few insects. 1 insect for every 2 mushrooms. That's like 4. That's not too terrible if I could get to 35 amber, which I can. Unfortunately, he's not selling planks. Not sure this is a good idea, but gonna try it. Because I am having food issues, so a little more food can't hurt. And I do have a few mushrooms laying around. If I can... I suppose that means I'll have to destroy that stone cutter and make a small herbalist here. That'll get me +2 resolve once that part gets built. And here's a few bodies that I can't really use. Large foragers would get me grain. I'm having fuel problems, so the Druid's Hut's a possibility. But I don't have that much food either, and I would rather turn the grain into mushrooms. And then I can use the mushrooms as a basis for the skewers. One-star pickled goods is not very good. There are no roots and veg, so if I take that large foragers, I'm only getting this grain, but there is a lot of and it provides a lot of materials I can use to make fabric, which I have none of. I don't have any fabric materials. So I think it's going to be the foragers' camp. More pressure on my wood.
Hello. Hello.
It's not a good enough rate of return for skewers. Now, can I remove anybody from skewer production? Probably not quite yet. I should be able to go down to 2 people once I get a little bit of a lead. But I don't think I have enough of a lead. This will get Stag's Refuge to level 2. It does mean I won't have the incense to do any events I run into. But, oh well. Gotta take some chances, I guess. And speaking of chances, I need to plan on getting into Glades again here soon. And the artisan, I probably wanted this rebuilt to do barrels. And just because it's a harpy building. Could get me coats. Coats could keep the harpies happy, and harpies are the only ones that want the coats, so I don't need that many. I am going to put a harpy in here and make coats. Hopefully that will keep the harpies from leaving, if I can get it going quickly enough. Find a couple of harpies to put in that herbalist. Probably don't have the fuel to be making copper bars yet, since I need to save up fuel for the Blight Storm next year. After we make it through year 6, I might be able to start turning fuel into copper bars. Try to knock out some of these caches. I've only got 2 caches though. But hopefully I will find some more. I do have enough tools to get this one right now. And I might as well do it since we don't have the materials to build anything right now. Oh, I am short a couple of parts on the forager. Doggone it. Where am I going to get parts? Five packs of building materials would get me parts. If the Tinkerer ever got done, it could do me some building materials. That needs planks, which will have to wait until a storm because I need all those people gathering wood. I've got one person homeless, but it's a fox, so it might not matter. They do get -5 resolve from that, but still, it's a fox. It probably doesn't matter. Alright, Hostility 2. The Harpies do not have coats yet. I should just be able to favor the Harpies once, and then the coats should kick in, and they should be fine. Enough coats have kicked in to keep them at 1 happiness or 1 resolve there, so that'll do. These are not very helpful buildings. Honestly, the most useful thing here might be the 2-star barrels. Maybe the... I do have things for the furnace to do. I want them producing copper bars and pie, so I guess I can take the brickyard. Plus, with the brickyard, that means I can just salvage this. I don't need a pottery building anymore. Oops, one of those needs to be building the Tinkerer. And turn off bricks in here. Get that collected before the season changes so that it gets to level 2 in time. start planning my next settlement section here. Fewer people and resources I like better. We'll take that side. Alright, get this hearth up. That'll make up for the newcomers I just took. Shelter. I will have to move one more up there. That'll be fine. I'll need a park there. Don't have any empathy events. It's a little late to be taking a chance on old fedora hat. 10 amber might be just as good as whatever I get out of that. I don't need the amber right now. I will wait and see what event I get in here. Oops, and I thought I had cleared out enough space for that, but apparently I did not. Well, that's going to be inconvenient. That I was waiting on. Trade routes, cannot sell fuel. Don't really want to sell insects unless it's going to bump me up a level, which it's not. I am out of coal. I'm going to go down to 1 miner. Alright, that leaves me 2 people to build this stuff. 1 person grabbing the copper. Once this tree is down, we can move up here, get into this glade. And if it's an empathy event, I will take that I can solve. I will take the calming the storm or whatever it's called. Alright, it is Altar of Decay. We have large trapper, large mushrooms, nothing that the large forager can handle, of course. A bunch of stone that I don't need, a clearance geyser that I don't really need, and only copper, no coal. This is a lousy glade. And there is no empathy event, and I have to spend fuel to solve it, and what I get for it is garbage. Or we can go to this side, but I don't have enough luxuries anymore, and it kills villagers. If I still had 30 incense, I would actually be tempted to do this side. I don't think I've ever done that side before, but I don't have it. God, I don't want to be spending fuel on this. I have no fuel. 30 seconds. See what I'm gonna get from this guy. That's what I get for selling all my incense. Favor the lizards to keep the resolve pumping a little bit. As people have pointed out in some of my other videos, I should be doing this. Favoring someone during the drizzle seasons when favoring doesn't matter, to keep the resolve up and get a little trickle of resolve coming in. Please have incense. Incense, thank you. I need 18 more. I don't suppose you have any kind of fuel? No. I'm going to take 48, so I have 30 more for another event if it happens. I wouldn't mind buying the herbs to turn into pies. I wouldn't mind buying the flour to keep creating pies. Oh, wait. I've got a... Oh, I'm not... Forgot I'm not at Prestige 20. I thought I had to pay to open that glade I just opened. Alright, we're going with that. Going to put you on herbs, turn off the rest of this so I can use it for skewers. I'm gonna gain some more impatience when somebody leaves here. Cook died. If you click on this thing, it will show you which building they left from. Frankly, it probably doesn't matter too much. I'm running out of stuff to turn into skewers anyway. I need to get somebody in here. At least I have +1 purging fire from something. Did you have any oil? I didn't check for oil. No, you don't have any oil either. I was hoping I could stop favoring them and then get resolve off of both the lizards and the harpies, but I don't have enough resolve for that. I did not get an empathy event. I'm out of amber. I'm just going to take the amber. I need to stop making planks. I need that wood. We've got a decent chunk of planks in here now. Get these building materials delivered. That'll get me the parts so I can get the forager up. Also gets me 4 bodies that I don't want. And a bunch of buildings that aren't terribly useful. I suspect this one's going to be the Druid Hut. The wood workshop would only be good for fabric. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm not dealing with the rain collector. I can already do 2-star tools. I can already do barrels somewhere, I think. Yeah, the artisan. So, fairly easy Druid's Hut. Hopefully I can figure out some way to get some oil going. But right now I really kind of need to be turning that grain into flour for pies. Can't keep buying flour. I'm about out again. Need to come up with a few fabric. Alright, we're about to lose resolve on the lizards. So, might as well stop favoring them, get some off of the harpies. Move this up here now that this is built. That gets us +2 resolve. This will put Fox Glen at level 1, so I'm going to sell it. Might want to put another harpy back in here, so I'll keep a fox in there. Some more parts, 30 copper bars I can turn into tools. So yeah, I do want to get this done as soon as possible. The 10% speed is also nice. That's just a nice reward in general. Do I have enough bricks to get this done? Just barely. Actually, you need to be a woodcutter for now. guess I could have spared him from the mine. Spare one more to get that brickyard being built. Do not want to produce any more purging fire. Oh, how did you get to 14? Come on, that's so much fuel wasted. I should have monitored that because I'm having such a bad fuel issue. God, I've got no coal. I have no wood. We have problems. I need a few fabric to get this druid's hut up, try to get some oil going. Does not have fabric, does have planks, has coal. I need the coal. This might be the first time ever that I've bought coal, at least in a very long time. Coal is very expensive. Let's think about this for a second. 3 wood produces 2 planks. 3 wood is equal to 12 coal when it comes to burn time. You can see that coal lasts 4 times as long as wood, 0.12 versus 0.0. That's the price. If I remember right, why don't they give us the fuel burning time here? I thought they used to. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that coal, oh there it is, 40 seconds versus 12, okay. So not quite, 3.5 times as long. Alright, so coal burns 3.5 times as long as wood, so this is the equivalent of 10.5 coal. So multiplied that wrong. You should be dividing by 3.5. So it's about 1 coal. Slightly less than 1 coal makes 2 planks. And 2 planks costs more than 1 coal, so it's better to buy the coal than the planks. I hope I did that math right. So if you have a lumber mill, it's worth buying coal instead of planks, I think. I would have to bust out a pen and paper. I don't trust myself. I want to get... I'm going to keep these because I do want to get stormwater rain pipes going on the Tinkerer if I can. So I'll need a few more. Hopefully that's enough fuel to make it through the storm. I must have picked up some incense from some event somewhere. Because I thought I should only have 30. So So I can spare 15 of that. I really need to find another coal mine. See if I luck into a particularly good cornerstone here from the altar for third one. Something that reveals glade contents would be nice. One plank short. Of course, I'm one plank short. Oh, plus I need another 8 planks for this. Gah. Oops, and I'm 3 houses short. Doggone it. Alright, we are out of flour. Did I ever get the rain mill up? No, I did not. What have you got for me? Come on. Trade routes sell more. Fuel consumption lower. Oh, I don't have enough bread left to do it anyway. I can't do it. Since I can't do it, I'm getting my wooden bricks back. Take that. to the Tinkerer for the moment until I've got a little stormwater coming in. Oh, this is retroactive. Oh, if I'd known that, I totally would. Oh, I was like, how did my hostility go so far down? Oh, minus 180 hostility. Boy, this game is much easier when you're not at Prestige 20. I would have done this on every freaking map. At Prestige 20, though, that's too much of a penalty from all the deaths. But, wow, that's a massive hostility drop. Okay, now we've got some chances here. I can even run a woodcutter. Let's get into this here glade. Isn't this like my 18,000th withered tree in this map? I think this is the third one, which is why I've never had any fuel. That's too many cysts. Have to be a cleanse. I've already got a foragers, so this is a salvage. I've got the clay, I've got the wood. Let's get this done quickly. Found a coal mine. Thank goodness for that. Try and drain that copper mine. And then use those parts to build that coal mine. You three go in here and start making flour. Just in case you haven't seen this before, don't put your villagers in here until you have disabled anything you don't want them building, or they might start grabbing resources and bringing them here. So disable anything you don't want, then put the villagers in. And I will use mushrooms instead of grain, since I've got so many mushrooms now. So the grain can be turned into oil. Actually, I use the Druid's Hut so rarely, you might even be able to turn mushrooms into oil and I wouldn't know it. I know it's grain and meat. What else can you use? Grain, meat, vegetables, and plant fiber. The plant fiber I need in here to get some fabric going. Now that I got that massive minus hostility, I can take some more people. How are we on housing? We have 3 housing available. 6 people on either side. 30 food. I'm not really desperate for the food, but the berries would... Yeah, the berries would enable me to make more pies. And more skewers. turn off berry consumption. In fact, I'm going to turn off all consumption except for mushrooms. I'll take those berries. Trying to decide if it's worth the extra. Because I'm still having fuel problems, I would like to turn this up all the way, but I think I'm going to have to stick with just the critical chance. And the first speed notch. Oil for every 10 flour, yes please. I will take any kind of fuel I can get. Now I just need to find a way to make or buy biscuits. He might have some biscuits for sale this time around. Nice reward there. Stop doing building materials. Start making tools from planks, not wood. Feel free to use everything. Biscuits. I don't see any biscuit buildings here. None of these is very helpful. I can make some scrolls. I could get the harpies slightly happy. I don't need the leisure at all. I've sacrificed a little bit, so the temple might... Yeah, I haven't sacrificed enough to get a -20 hostility, and I'm not even close to doing it. But still, religion is better, because it will service the lizards a little bit if I come up with some more incense. Treatment would be the best, but I don't have any tea, don't have any prospects for making it. Don't have any wine. I think the temple is probably the best bet here, but none of them are really any good, and none of them are probably getting made. I can get a little bit of resolve out of the foxes by favoring them, so take care of that. 0.22 per minute. It's not even a tiny amount anymore. That's actually a noticeable amount. Turn on that alt overlay for you guys again. And the mine is out of ore. Let's go get us some coal. And how many caches? I found another cache. I'm up to 3 here. I found 2 caches. I cashed in one of the caches already. Ha ha ha. I'm so funny. I'm not gonna have that many tools, although yeah, we got 8 there, 4 and 14 more coming out. That'll be 24. 5 plus 6 is 11 more procs, gets me 22 more tools. I can do a large and a medium. I think I'm a little short of getting the second medium. Probably have a harpy in here since they're not helping me get resolve. And we should probably have pies going again now that I've got flour going again. Skewers try to prefer anything over the berries, but if you have to use berries, go ahead. No, actually, I was gonna say I'm not sure I need mushrooms anymore, but I'm down to 100, although we are about to clear some. Biscuits. Alright, 40 biscuits. Partway there. I needed a few more tools if I want to. I don't think I have enough money to be buying tools. Oh, I've got tons of copper to turn into tools. I don't have to worry about that. Actually, I might just sell that copper for tools, so that I don't have to spend fuel on copper bars. Alright, this means math is going to have to be done here. You stop building tools for a moment so I can think. Alright, 8 are being transported. Alright, I've got 20 in there. I wanted to make sure that it says 20 tools in the upper right of the tooltip here. I was pretty sure it didn't include the ones that were being transported, but I wasn't certain. Actually, I'll just wait for him to finish transporting just to be absolutely certain, but I think I've got 28 tools. Alright, he has delivered them. Yes, I have 28 tools. I have 2 more being made right now, so I'm up to 30. And I have 5 more procs available, so that puts me at 40. I need 15, 30, 54. I need 54. I have 30. I need 24 more tools. I need 24 more. I can do 5 procs. That's 10. Assuming that none of the crits hit, that's 10. So I need 14 more tools. If I can buy 14 tools, as well as all the biscuits, then I don't have to turn that copper into copper ore. But yeah, it's too expensive. There's no way I'm gonna make that. Alright, fine, never mind. Alright. I'm going to stop at those 30 tools. 30 tools. Oh, I had tons of... I forgot to check this. I had tons of resources in here, which are not showing up on this label. So I've got 5 more procs there. Doggone, that's going to throw off my math. Oh, I had 6 more procs. That's 18 more tools. Now I've got to do math again. Why are they making me do this? Alright, I have 15 bars in storage. Plus I have 6 more procs in here. So that's 11 procs total, which would be 22 tools. I only need 2 more tools. 2 tools will get me that large. Let's do that. Alright, now I've got 30 tools right now. Let's get these done. Alright, last chance for a biscuit building. Biscuits. A little late. But maybe I can get biscuit. I don't, there's no chance. I need another 51 biscuits. I mean, I bought 40. Oh, but only the harpies will eat them. Yeah, it's gonna take way too long. That's not even worth bothering with. The foxes are not getting me there anymore. Harpies are the only place I can actually get resolve from anymore. Um... I just don't have the fabric to keep the coats going and keep the harpies happy. It's more likely I can get biscuits going than that. Since the lizards aren't going to make me happy anymore, they can't have any more pies. How you like that? Save the pies for the harpies. Save the pickles and the skewers for the foxes. They're not that far off, and maybe I can get a little bit more resolve here. Do we have enough planks for our tools? 7... I just used some on the cookhouse. Whoops! Somebody may have forgotten about the cysts from this, and that I used all of my fuel for that event. Doggone it. I wonder who could have done that. It's a good thing it was only 3. That could have been a problem. I think I'm gonna have to. I don't have any pickled goods anyway, so stop forbidding them the pickled goods. Oh, they're gonna just miss, aren't they? Come on. Oh, I barely got away with that. Alright, we've got the tools. I don't think we're making it to another clearance, but I'll turn on berries instead of mushrooms. Neither of those is going to help, so I'll take the amber, see if I can buy anything useful. Cooked food. Call you. Give me that cooked food. Explorer's Lodge would be worth quite a bit, but I don't have the planks and stuff for that. But I've had a lot of rebuilds and salvages here. Yeah, it would be +5 resolve, but it's too late. Biscuits are at 41. How many more biscuits do I have? None. I'm taking a prestige penalty on eating some of these biscuits, so I'm going to have to buy all of these to make sure I fulfill that. All the pies, all the jerkies, all the pickles. We're okay on fuel now. I'll probably grab some have the tools started. I need to make sure all those tools are being Alright, the last 4 tools are on the way. I can sell 6. Sell all the incense. Sell all the tablets. Sell all the amber. Sell all the bricks. Sell all the copper. Keep the fuel. Now, give me all the biscuits. All the pies. All of those. Can't really afford anything else. Give you some of that and I can get some jerky. Alright. That should definitely put us over the top. And there we go. And what did we get out of that? Must have been just food. I don't have enough resources to buy anything. I really need to get to some events. And I need to be getting closer to this adamantine seal. Man, there's just no events anywhere. What have we got here? Two fewer villagers for the duration of the cycle. No thank you. And this seems like it's unlikely to happen. I don't know if there's a penalty for not completing it, so I don't want to take it. Why do I have no events? Were there really this few question marks on the way out to this adamantine seal? I don't think I'm going to be able to come up with enough seals to do this. Well, next time we will be coming here to these marshlands. That'll get us close to a couple of question marks. Maybe these marshlands. One, if I go here, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it'll probably be this one to get a little closer to the seal. I can still work those 2 question marks. But anyway, that'll be for next time. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.